No. Greetings on the set of Chimera, which we did not film tonight. I guess it's on the set of something else for tomorrow. I'll just leave it, do something else. Yeah, so welcome to the house of me. Kal Kat here, and Mark's Cards and I went to the special preview show of Doctor Strange, a Marvel movie, the latest in the Marvel Cinematic Universe Series 3. This is the third one, which leads to the Infinity War in 2018 and 2019. This is the next will be Thor Ragnarok and the Leopard one, Black Panther, and yeah. So yeah, also some characters from the church group that have been mentioned before. They were there as well, so they were on hand watching the movie. So we had John did not meet them. I mean, Mark's Cards did not meet them, but they were there. Yeah. So there were also some other enthusiastic people. There were several trailers. Some of them were adventure movies and things. There was a space movie about some kind of alien life form called Life. There was some kind of assassin movie. It wasn't Assassin's Creed, though. Something else. There were a number of other previews, mainly for actioners, because it's an action movie. Guardians of the Galaxy, the trailer in theaters. Rogue One, of course, coming out in December. In a month. It's now in November. And yeah, Doctor Strange is a comic book that I'm not as familiar with as Mark's Cards was. He's a sorcerer character, like a Harry Potter type of thing. But before Harry Potter, he's like Dr. Fate, which I was more familiar with, which was sort of the DC version, Dark Horse DC version. I think it was DC. So it's sort of the other sorcerers. There have been other sorcerers out there too. There's Mandrake the Magician. There's, the Phantom Illusion thing, Spirit. This one they had to whitewash who the female sorcerer was, now sorceress, because for the Chinese market wouldn't have liked the casting from the other stories. So they changed it. Not really a problem in the movie. I'm not going to give any spoilers. She trains the doctor guy. The premise of the story is that Doctor Strange, played by Benedict Cumberbatch, is a surgeon, and he is injured in a car accident at one point, and then his hands are damaged, and he spends a lot of time trying to recover but can't. And then he finds news of a guy who managed to walk again after some time of and it was impossible. So he goes and finds out who the guy worked for. Finds out the guy worked for this mysterious lady, and he goes off to across the world to Nepal's area, Tibet area, and learns near Kathmandu, and learns to be a sorcerer. At first he's not very good, but then he learns all kinds of stuff and gets a hold of one of the Infinity Gems, and there's a bunch of other stuff going on with the Infinity Gem and things like that. And of course there's always bad guys. There's 3 bad guys in this one after him, and there's a number 1 baddie who is this planet thing, Mordok or something, and he's a planet creature thing, big thing coming after them. Yeah, so it's a good movie. It has lots of action, suspense things. It has lots of kaleidoscoping, folding in sci-fi stuff. I imagine the stuff required to do all the crazy images and stuff. It put a lot of graphic designers and computer graphics guys to work. Quite a few. Yeah, so if you see it in 3D and you can handle it, okay, but there's an awful lot of scenes like that. things folding in and out of each other in space and time, weird shit and time stops and reversing's and things like that. Very science fiction-y, tropey sort of things, sorcery things, fake sorcery, of course. Yeah, yeah, there's occulty stuff, which is kind of funny that there were church people watching it, but it was yeah, it's make believe in this case. So I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying that there was. Yeah, if you want to see it and you think that it's going to be black magic or something, it's not. It's just it's Hollywood, Marvel. So you can go and see it. Yeah, it's PG-13, I guess. There's some imagery that's tense and whatever. It just came out. I don't want to give it away. Yeah, Benedict Cumberbatch's character, Doctor Strange. He's his gal pal friend is also a doctor. There's some scenes where they try to revive him, and his ghost does something, and then his ghost comes back, and there's a lady that has a ghost, and there's some other ghosts. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I can't really. If I tell you the whole plot, then I give it away. I want this to be a spoiler-free review. But yeah, the movie is. It's good. It's he goes to train and then he's got to learn how to be a good sorcerer and fight the bad sorcerers who have stolen the key to the dark magic thing, sorcerer thing. They're using that it's kind of like Harry Potter, but not exactly. More like Marvel Harry Potter. It's funny how they did sort of, yeah. It's almost like an odd thing, an odd duck. Yeah, I liked it, but Mark's Cards liked it more. For once, it's reversed. Yeah, it's fun. Yes, I keep saying that, but I can't tell you more about it. Now, some of the scenes where they're in reality or something, or they do like a medical show that's going on, or a chase scene in London, or another one in Hong Kong, or some time travel here and there. Well, sort of time loops to fight bad guys, and all of the goofy stuff going on. Yeah, if you want to see something where it's trippy and there's like all kinds of weird, trippy sorcery and distorted reality and kaleidoscoping land masses and things folding around, kind of like the Star Trek movie in a way, then go and see it. If you like, if there's some trippy stuff where they're in other dimensions that are really trippy. If you were actually high, you wouldn't want to watch it because you would be like dying. But yeah, so that is. I wasn't, of course. Yeah, and yeah. So Doctor Strange was good. So go see it. Yeah, it's a Marvel universe. I guess you probably wouldn't need to see a lot of the other movies first. Although it kind of would help to know what they were first. I'm not sure why they picked this particular character, but okay, fine. But I guess yeah, for the cinematic universe, Cumberbatch is a good choice to play the guy. They even do a imitation of James Bond at one point. But yeah, there you go. Anyway, Kitty Cat popped up here. Kitty Cat's wondering what I'm looking at. But yeah, so that's it. Then that's that. And yeah, Doctor Strange. I don't want to give anything away, so go see him battling the weird floating thing on a rock. Go see him battling the other bad guys in London and in Hong Kong and a little bit in New York. Go see lots of weird stuff going on, and stay for the previews and during the credits. There are 2 previews during the credits that are fun, so go see those 2. You gotta stay for the credits to see the after credit sequence. So yeah, won't give that away.